Welcome back to my channel, your sanctuary for all things home, health, and style. I'm Timber, a professional home organizer and content creator. Today, I'm excited to take you along with me through 2 afternoons this week where, because I was feeling a little under the weather, self-care, homemade snacks, and serenity took center stage. If you're new here, I've been struggling with a slew of symptoms for a little bit over 5 years now, with extreme chronic fatigue being the absolute worst of them. There have been days where I would just be completely exhausted and need to sit on the couch and watch Netflix or read a book and just rest the entire rest of the day after completing just one simple task. Last year, I started working with a functional medicine doctor who had me do some genetic testing as well as tests for heavy metals, molds, and environmental toxins. Long story short, I have an extreme buildup of pretty much everything we tested for, as my genes do not allow my body to naturally detox from all of that on its own. Unfortunately, we're exposed to toxins all throughout our day, no matter how healthy we are, because it's all in our water, our food, all in our air. Everybody really has some level of toxins in themselves, but it sounds like my case is just amplified a lot because of my genetics. Yay! Although I'm super grateful for the tests that I had done, as they shed a lot of light on my health situation, the doctor that I was working with at first ended up not really being a good fit once it came to treatment. There was also a few red flags in her office. There just seemed to really be a disconnect on her practice and the way she ran her business and the advice that she was giving me. She also sent me home with this huge document full of different ingredients that I should stay away from that were in my beauty and household items. And then a ton of the things that were on the list she gave me, she used in her own office. So ultimately, I just did not feel comfortable working with her if she didn't even practice what she was telling me to do. After a few months of searching for another healthcare provider, I found somebody that I've been working with for a couple of months now, and my experience has been so positive. I'm currently in phase 2 of my detox right now, which, because I have so many different things going on with me and such high levels of everything, I could take up to a year to properly and safely get rid of it all. But right now we're on phase 2, which is ridding parasites from my body. For the first week or so of the cleanse, I wasn't feeling any different and I wasn't seeing any results, if you know what I mean. If you don't, you can look it up. I'm not going to talk about it on here. And then one day I woke up and I felt so fatigued and my stomach was hurting so bad. It was a very strange sensation, unlike anything I've ever felt before. The only way I can describe it is that it felt like the parasites were grabbing onto the walls of my stomach and just holding on for dear life. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. But right away after that, I started seeing results, which was really weird, but also very nice, because that means that things are leaving my body, which is exactly what we want to have happen. I've luckily been able to get all of my work done from home and just through Zoom calls and stuff working with clients, so that's been really nice. Other than that, I've been really tired, so I really didn't do much other than just my basic household everyday tasks, like making snacks and food for us to eat, as well as doing the dishes and some laundry and things like that. One of the snacks that we've been really loving lately are the balls that you just saw me make. They are made with walnuts, dates, and almond butter, and then you just ball them up and roll them in some coconut flakes, and they are so good, and they take 5 minutes to make. They're so easy. Right now, you're seeing me make some of my homemade nut milk that I use in my morning lattes. I, of course, am going to use some of my reverse osmosis water. If you guys are unfamiliar with all of the contaminants in our drinking water here in America, I highly recommend that you guys check out ewg.org. I'll link it in the show notes, but there's so much information on all of the toxins and contaminants in our water, as well as the risks that they all cause. This is our Melisani M1 reverse osmosis water filter. This thing is the best, especially if you're renting your home like us. It's so nice to have an RO that just sits on your countertops instead of something that you have to install underneath the sink. Having a system that can filter all of those toxins out so you're just getting pure water is so important. I bought our water filter months ago with my own money, so this video is not sponsored or anything, but I did sign up for their affiliate program because I did really love the product. So I'll be sure to put my link as well as my 10% off discount code for you guys in the show notes as well. If you guys have never made your own nut milk before or oat milk, you can also do this with oats. It's so easy and I highly recommend it. I tried a lot of different brands throughout the years, and as soon as I started learning about reading ingredient labels and avoiding certain things like carrageenan and guar gum and xanthan gum and stuff like that, I started realizing that all of the really delicious nut milks and oat milks that tasted super creamy had so many unnecessary ingredients in them, and the ones that were just like almonds and salt and water were not very good in my opinion. So I just started making my own, and I don't think I will ever look back. This is so delicious and super easy. We learned recently that in the state of Texas, as long as you don't have HOA restrictions, you can have up to 4 hens in your backyard. So we're not getting them today, but we are very excited, hopefully in the near future, to get a couple of chickens to make our own eggs. After my little field trip to Tractor Supply to just look at the baby chicks, I came home and practiced the piano for a little bit, and then Sean Luke came home from the gym, picked me up, and we headed to Costco. And oh my gosh, have you guys ever seen a more beautiful flower? I've never seen these in my entire life, but I just think these are so beautiful with the blues and the purples, and there's so many blooms. Guess how much they were each? $16. Of course, we picked one up for our backyard, and I'm totally kicking myself for not getting more. Maybe if they're still there next week when we go, I'll get another one so my first one has a friend. I meant to film a Costco shopping haul but completely forgot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end this video. But before that, I just want to take a moment to thank my latest subscribers, Catherine, Stacy, Capri, Misty, Rhonda, Bobby, and Star Pup. Thank you guys so much for your support and for following my channel. It means the world to me. And if you're on the fence, subscribe and let's embrace the art of slow living together, creating a wholesome life that's meaningful, beautiful, and attainable. I'm Timber, and together we'll make every moment at home extraordinary, even when we're not feeling well.